Hey everyone, I'm Francesca, and today I'm joined by one of the world's leading fitness and wellness experts, life coach and podcast host of Keeping It Real, Miss Jillian Michaels. Thanks for having me. We're so glad to have you here. Welcome to E-Insider Shop with Jillian Michaels, where those of you watching can actually shop instantly in the links below. Thank you so much for coming. I'm a huge fan of you. I mean, I've been following you and your physique.
Oh my gosh, I love you for that. All 5'10" of you, I'm so jealous, but I will take it. I'm like, girl, are you 5'8"? She's like, no, I'm 5'10". I was like, I'm gonna leave.
5'10".
Just gonna go home.
But
I'm
this
gonna go
body,
home.
No, don't you go anywhere because this body needs a workout this morning. I'm so excited about this one because we're gonna learn about the DB machines that you brought. But first, I wanna do a little girl talk.
Okay.
Because I've been following you for the past year. We've all seen this glow that you have about you. Some marital bliss that you have about you. You just got married in Africa last year to Deshana.
Yes. We've been together almost 5 years.
Yeah.
So we got married in a little private ceremony, and we're gonna have a celebration with some friends and family later this year in Venice.
Can I ask you about the ceremony?
Yeah.
It looked like it was so much fun. I saw it on your Instagram. Yeah. You guys were doing these dances and you were wearing your black shirt. She was wearing her white shirt. What was that like? What was that about?
Well, we are very, for some reason, connected to the continent of Africa. I've always been obsessed with it. I was there first in 2010, and since then, I'm always returning to see a different country, and I've covered so much of the continent. We have some friends there that they don't live with the Himba tribe. The Himba tribe is still an indigenous tribe in Namibia, and we wanted to go there and have a little ceremony. We got married at a courthouse. But, so what's really interesting about this is that the Himba tribe is not traditionally accepting of same-sex couples, and in Namibia it's not legal for same-sex couples to marry. We weren't trying to make a point, none of that. But they were kind of welcoming of us into their culture and into their community, and brought us into the fold and ended up actually performing a ceremony for us and marrying us. And I appreciate the open-mindedness without judgment. So anyway, that's a very long.
No,
that's that.
Because you're still in marital bliss. That's
Yeah,
why.
oh, yeah.
That's why. I know you. I can feel it. I can smell it off of you right now, Jillian. Now, I know you're going to be in Venice this year. You're planning the reception, or are you planning another intimate ceremony with family and friends? Do I get an invite?
Oh, yeah. Would you love to come? Absolutely. So we're getting married with. That's where the friends and the family will come, basically for the celebration. So there's going to be like cirque performers. Oh. I do think so.
Oh, this is a whole
Yeah,
to-do.
I've seen it. There's lights. She's like, look at this. I'm like, just tell me where to be.
Oh, this is a party.
It's gonna be a party.
Okay.
That's the party.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I'll ask you this last question before we get down and dirty. You see what I'm trying to do? I'm trying to filibuster because I really don't want to get down and dirty yet, dealing with Jillian Michaels, especially because all I do is Zumba. But here we go. You have two beautiful children, Lukencia and Phoenix. Lukencia, I mean, she's so tall right now, right? And she's 12 years old?
She's 5'7".
Beautiful.
I know. She's
Beautiful
5'7".
girl.
This is killing me.
It seems like Phoenix and Lukencia are already stressing you out, so could there be a third on the way?
No kids.
Let me
No
just-
more kids.
She's
No. I am done. My two precious angels just give me enough love for 10 lifetimes.
Okay.
So I am done.
Okay, so
yeah.
folks, when you get stressed out like Jillian Michaels is right now, the good thing to do is, work out, right?
Exercise.
So as you guys can see, we are dressed for a full sweat sesh, and we're gonna be working out to help sculpt our booties, all right? So Jillian, I know you bought the DB method machines. I'm so excited to get this workout. I want you to put me to the test. All right, first I wanna hear about it. What is this?
So the truth of the matter is that this machine I actually got involved with after a severe back injury. So it's perfect for people who are just beginning, who I just do Zumba, and they're a little intimidated by the gym or strength training, right? And you want to start incorporating that into their workout. And what's great about it is it's essentially an assisted squat machine, okay? And it takes all of the stress off of the low back and the knees, so if you have an injury, it's also perfect for people with low body injuries or who need to build lower body strength gradually. So show me a squat right now.
Gosh, Jillian.
Let me see what you got.
Full disclosure to our audiences right now.
Let me see. I want to see.
I only do Zumba, but so when you say squat, is okay.
Okay, let me see.
My version of a squat.
Let me see.
Right.
Okay, so your heels are off the ground. Okay. Knees are a little too far forward, but that's not bad. Okay, so now come all the way up for me. Now watch. Instead of turning your toes all the way out, Okay, I want you to put your toes just slightly angled.
That way.
Good, good. So we're
Okay.
gonna stand with our feet just about shoulder width apart and a slight turn out on the toe. Just slight.
Slight.
Good. Now think about dropping straight down, keeping your heels on the ground.
Straight down.
Good, straight down,
Good
straight
job.
down, straight down, straight down, straight
Ooh.
down. Now look what you're doing.
My
You're
booty.
hinging here and you're coming forward in your back. Keep going down. Drop, 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 and your knees are closing. So I wanna show you something. Come up again. So that's what you
heard that crack? You heard that crack?
That's not bad, that's not bad. So let's come back here for a second now. I want you to hop on and I'm gonna show you how this takes all of those issues away without you even having to think about it. So I'm gonna move this for you. We'll get to that in a minute.
And I want to remind our viewers as well that you guys can shop the link. Just click on it below for the DB Method machine. This is quite the machine.
Okay, so
seems easy
hang
to
on.
use.
Wait, no,
Jillian.
wait, yeah, what? Hold on.
Oh gosh.
Okay, so I want your heels on here, not your, yes.
Okay, heels
yes,
on.
girl, now.
This is easy,
Keep
okay.
these strong and straight for me.
Okay.
All right, yep, that fits your tush right there. And now just relax and sit down slow.
Okay.
Good, and I want outside pressure on those knees. Okay, hold for a beat.
Oh, wow.
Don't move, hold right there. So look what I've got. I've got your knees lined up directly over your ankles.
Oh, yes.
Your spine is neutral and your chest is up. Stay right there, because this'll actually hurt and that'll be great. So when you're in that squat, you came down here. Now you're sitting up tall, right? Your heels were up. Now your knees are tracking over the big toe and you're in the perfect position for this squat to build strength. And we can even sink a little deeper now. Go ahead, sink down. And we still don't have butt wink. Your butt's not tucking under. Come up and press all the way through and
Oh my
squeeze
goodness.
that booty at the top. Nice.
And you know the best part? I didn't feel any pressure on my knees.
So
None.
this takes all of the pressure off the low back and the knees. So even if you're just like, I'm fit, I don't need this, there's a weight belt.
Yeah.
It sits on your waist, so it weights the squat and it puts zero pressure on the spine in flexion or a bad position. So this not only helps you build the mobility, so now go ahead and just flow through it up and down.
Okay.
Good, up, and now have some fun with it. You can pick up the pace. So if you
All
wanted to
right.
warm up,
It's like, it does feel like the seesaw for
a
an
little
adult.
teeter-totter. My kids love it. I'm like, get off!
Oh my God.
They
And my
literally-
knees, because when I was in the squat, I felt it. You heard my knee crack, my age was showing.
Exactly.
And now,
No, it was not.
And now,
Oh my God.
it actually makes it fun. How long do I need to do something like this?
Okay, so take a minute. We're gonna come off real quick. I wanna show you something.
Okay.
So the idea here would be, if you're an extreme beginner, I just get you comfortable doing 5 minutes, right? And then the program in my app, it's called the Fitness app, allows you to grow with it. So like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, we get to 20 minutes, and we have different exercises that build core strength, upper body strength safely.
A few of the fads that I want to go over with you, because I know rumor has it, you hate a fad. You hate a fad. So tell me, what are the no-goes? What are the ones that you really don't even need to entertain?
What I would avoid at all costs, and people are gonna say, if you are struggling with morbid obesity, it becomes like a whole different animal. There's a huge psychological component of feeling helpless, and now people are being told that they're totally out of control, that it's all genetics, which is 100% untrue, but it's a separate conversation. The key is to empower those people to make a change. I don't judge the way they do it, but I would avoid, if at all possible, surgeries where we're removing parts of organs because it's permanent. And what does it end up allowing you to do? Eating less. Okay. Things like diabetes drugs, especially if you don't have diabetes, type 2 diabetes, these things have serious side effects. And what do? They take away your appetite.
Yeah.
What do? Oh, wait, hold on. You eat less food. So it's, now I get how hard it is to eat less food.
Okay.
I understand that.
It's very hard.
But that's where we circle back to why are we doing this? Why are we making this sacrifice? Putting it in perspective. Work with purpose becomes passion. Work without purpose feels punishing. So having that why to hold on to. There are a host of other crutches, right? Like a support community, a fitness app, if you have the money, a personal trainer to keep you accountable, a diet coach. Like there's a million ways. I also think if you're struggling with obesity, the bottom line is, whether you realize it or not, you are overeating. And it could be that, yes, you don't get to eat as much as the person with the super fast metabolism, but I don't have a super fast metabolism. My father was overweight. I was overweight as a kid, and I can still control the expression of my genetics. So this is where counseling, if you're in if you're there,
Yeah.
right? You're dealing with 100 pounds overweight and you're feeling like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. Because it really is, all of these things, these hacks just make you eat less. So maybe we could get into your head and find out why it's so hard. I'd rather people do that instead of, by the way, things like Ozempic are $900 a month.
There we go. I'm so glad you mentioned that.
That's 4 sessions with a therapist right there. Just 1 a week, just to be clear, right? That surgery is not cheap. So when we turn to these dramatic things, I'd much rather we explore it mentally first. I haven't beat you up at all. I should. I was going to.
Well, I'm glad that you hit on the notion of obesity because, you know, that is running rampant in our country and you seem to be very passionate and very concerned on it. In fact, I know that, you know, you've made statements about it in the past and you have faced a backlash ultimately.
It's crazy.
Talking about it.
I know.
Why do you say it's crazy?
Because here's the thing. There's a narrative in this country across pretty much every single category in the world, right? But when the narrative denies fact, when it denies science, that's when we have to really, it's like, okay, now this is just not true. And what's happened is that people who are overweight have been marginalized for decades. It's the truth. With that said, you've got, you know, the counter movement to that now becomes like, no, girl, you're good. And it's like, would you say that to a friend who smoked a pack a day? Would you say it to a friend who drank too much, who dated a guy who's abusive and just wasn't that into her? You'd be like, babe, you can beat this thing. This is where it's bad for you, right? This is where it's greatly compromising the quality of your life, and you can get through this. You're stronger than this. Yet, you know, the narrative is like, no. It's all perfect. And then you even have a crazier conversation of healthy at any size, which is not true. So we know it's not true. I could go through all the science with you, but let me also preface by saying, you can be unhealthy at any size.
Oh yeah.
You can be this big and have heart disease and diabetes and high percentage of body fat, and just smaller.
Starving yourself. Some people too.
Eat
all types of things.
All types of things.
Yeah.
But when people have felt marginalized for so long, now you've got this kind of narrative of like, we're not gonna talk about it, it's a third rail conversation. But it's doing people a massive disservice. There's a whole conversation around it, but the reality is, I just want people to have the best quality of life possible. 8 out of 10 Americans are suffering with an obesity-related health condition, and it's the top cause of bankruptcy in our country.
I feel like as a fitness expert, it's like you have to straddle this line of like being nice, but at the same time being real. Do you ever have any regret about saying things about obesity, or do you feel like you have an obligation?
Never. I feel like it's very easy to virtue signal, and I would simply say to anybody listening, if somebody is telling you something that you know, we all know the emperor's naked on this one. We do. Everybody knows it. And if somebody is telling you like, no, you don't need, no, you're good, no, it's all fine, really stop and ask yourself, who's profiting from that? Actually, seriously, who is profiting from keeping you disempowered? Because by telling you like, no, it's genetic, no, there's nothing you can do, no, it's not your fault. And it's not about it being your fault, it's about you being empowered to change it.
I love that.
If I tell you you're not playing a role, you have no power to make a change. Who's benefiting from it? Who's making money off of it? Who is it serving? Really ask yourself.
You are so thorough, and people want you inside of their homes with them, and they can have that, can't they? The fitness app, you also have your own fitness app. So I basically could have you with me if I just download the app, right? Tell me about it.
So here's the idea behind the app. My whole thing is, how do you make fitness, health, wellness accessible, affordable, and as fun as possible? So the app customizes your workouts, personalizes your meal plan. It has advanced workouts, it has beginner workouts.
Okay.
The DB Method program is in there, walking programs are in there, HIIT programs are in there, in the gym, at home, outside, meditation, sleep support, community. It's supposed to be a one-stop shop.
So let me ask you this, as a beginner, could you show me maybe 2 workouts that I could see, or maybe just do at my home?
Absolutely. Yes. So we're a beginner. Perfect. So if, by the way, what I was gonna say is I wanted you, if you didn't have the strength, to use the machine to learn how to train yourself in that stationary squat. So just allowing this to guide you to keep a straight line from the top of your head to your shoulder to your hip to your back knee, squeezing those glutes forward. You actually have excellent. There you go, mama. Perfect. So again, most people have this problem, right? Or they get long, or they fold over. So they can also utilize this to help their upper body assist their lower body, protecting your back, keeping you out of pain, and building strength safely so we can get to awesome things like Zumba or more aggressive workouts. And the DB method really just allows you to do that.
Fun. I gotta do it one more time before
Right,
we do one more time.
so it allows you to be in a perfect body position, put the emphasis in the glutes, injury-free, nothing with the knees, nothing with the back, and there's a whole workout that goes along with it in the fitness app.
And I have to say, it's just so much fun. It really is
Kind of is fun, yeah. And you can just watch TV and do it. So
I could see myself watching
like,
television.
you just watch TV and you just do it. You can do it for 10 minutes straight. And when you're done, and you put the band around the legs too, it comes with a band, and there's a whole workout with the band.
Did you do the workout with the band? I just want to see that really quickly.
Oh, 100%. So, for example, I'm gonna use my band actually. So, like, I'll still come down to the ground, like it's crazy. I've been trained to. So with this, you've got a host of options. So we've got upper body stuff where we can begin to train and condition the upper back, holding the band eye level, pulling back and down to the chest. And this obviously is meant to reverse all of this, right? We have everything from upper body to coming onto the band and doing Romanian deadlifts. So we come up and the band provides resistance, hinge at the hips, back is neutral, squeeze the hips through. So it's like a weighted Romanian deadlift right here. Then the other option, of course, is to band the legs. So we can put this around our quads.
Oh, this seems a little more advanced.
It's a little more advanced, and you can make it obviously tighter or looser. So the looser it is, the easier it's going to be. And you have, as you get more fit, right, you've got the side steps. You also have, when we come down to the ground, right, if you have this on your knees, we come down here, you've got all the groundwork stuff, hands and knees, spine is neutral, and you raise them up. Actually, gotta lower this down a little. Well,
I can already feel that one on
you can make
right
it easier or harder. So we have it on the easiest setting right now, but as you tighten it, you can make it much more difficult. So raising up, so it provides a little resistance in these tight, controlled movements. And the same thing would be for leg lifts on your side. So really, the possibilities are endless with it, and you can do core stuff and upper body stuff also on the DB machine. Seriously, Jill, why did you not just unsnap that?
This is so
taking
neat.
me a second to do that.
I'm telling you, thank you so much for coming in. You guys, the link at the bottom of your screen. This is so neat. They can have you in their living room, they can have you in their kitchen, have you in their apartment, wherever they are, as well as the DB machine method. This is so fun to do. It's literally the adult version of a seesaw.
Yeah, and it takes all the pain out of the squat, builds your strength safely, and there's core stuff and upper body stuff too, though I just didn't get to because I was talking too much.
I know. No, we
But
love
it's in the program and in the app. I'll walk you through it.
We love the knowledge, and you just kind of jump-started our new year because a lot of people don't start January 1st. Sometimes it takes a minute, and sometimes that's okay.
Oh my gosh, any day of the year is a perfect time to make a healthy change that you're passionate about.
Jillian, thank you so much for coming.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
Jillian Michaels, everyone. Be sure to get your own DB Method machine. The link is in the bio. My booty is burning. My legs are burning, but it feels so good because I'm going to look so good. Thank you so much, Jillian.